Hey, what's going on to all of my Pisces out there? So let's get into it. All right, let's go. So for the Pisces, I have the King of Cups, I have the Three of Cups, I have the Three of Wands, the Ten of Wands, I have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Wands, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, and last but not least, we have the Hermit. So a lot of different things going on, a lot of events happening right here. I got myself a mic, all that good stuff, just so that, you know, y'all can hear me. Just wanted to make sure that it was on and it was turned on. But yeah, just so that y'all can pretty much hear me, right? Hear me better audio. But let's get into it. So for the Pisces, the King of Cups, the Three of Cups represents how, just how a lot of you Pisces right around now needs to understand that if any one of you Pisces are getting yourselves into a relationship or seeing anybody, just really take the time to pay attention to know what type of time that they are on. Just really pay attention to them. The reason why is because when it comes to time, see, I keep saying time and patience a lot because time and patience are very mighty warriors, right? In the sense that they're good tools to use, right? If you're going to be with somebody and you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, it's probably the best idea that you take your time with that, because a lot of times in today's generation, a lot of people want to rush themselves into relationships and they get themselves here like this, the Three of Wands, which is the tunnels of set. And one of the and why some of y'all may think, oh, that tunnels of set stuff. I heard of the clip off and I heard of the Kabbalah, but that tunnels of set that you talking about, I don't know what it is that I've never heard of that. One of these days I'm gonna pull up with the book and I'm gonna show you what it is I'm talking about, because the tunnels of set is real. That is a real place. Okay, the tunnels of set is most definitely real. So the the Three of Wands represents this tunnels of set energy where it's uh you get yourselves into a relationship too quickly, and it's a terrible relationship. It starts off cool for like 2 3 weeks, maybe even a month, and then out of nowhere things start going terribly. And the reason for that is because a lot of the zodiac signs, regardless of whatever zodiac sign it is, excuse me, but particularly with Pisces, because we talking about y'all, a lot of y'all rush into things too quickly, right? But I can say the one thing about Pisces that you Pisces do good, and that's very good for you Pisces to do, and you do it, is when some of you realize that y'all are getting baited like a fish on a hook, a lot of y'all will end up letting go of the bait and essentially swim off, which is good, and start doing your own thing away from those people. So the things that the Ten of Wands represents, just as it is I was just talking about, your willingness to walk away, okay? Your willingness to walk away from uh, people who are essentially going to hold you back, hold you down, who are very wishy-washy with the way that they communicate with you, right? A lot of you Pisces don't necessarily like sometimes indirect communication. And that's one thing that I can honestly say about Pisces and Aries that I love, is direct communication, because to me, everything else is, if you ask me, there's a time and a place for everything. And the thing is that if you're going to be in a relationship, right, you don't necessarily want to be a punk in the sense that you so scared to say what it is that you really want, because there's a lane open for everyone and everything, right? Like if you got to understand, if people can go to a nightclub and do what they do with a whole other significant other, and that be cool in the constitution of a relationship, what's to stop individuals from just voicing what it is that they want? And that's the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is, this is what I'm talking about. These individuals who are not really willing to allow themselves to speak their mind and say what it is that they have to say. So they keep their mouth shut not even opening up to you, Pisces, while at the same time wanting you, Pisces, to, truth be told, treat them like a celebrity. And that's the situation that a lot of you Pisces refuse to do. You will not do it. You're not into treating people like a celebrity. And good for y'all, because a lot of people get too caught up in their own hype, right? They get gassed. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that um the Ace of Wands represents how what happens after this is when people do stuff like this, they ultimately create even more problems in the relationship than what's even necessary. But see, this is the thing that a lot of you Pisces don't understand. It's necessary for them. It's necessary for them to how do I say, it's necessary for them to have all these issues that they got to figure out for themselves, right? Because they're not on that level, so they have to figure that stuff out. It's not on the level. It's not something where they can, just wanted to make sure, it's not something where, you know, they can be in a situation where they understand and they evolve fast or quickly like you, right? And then the thing is that the Nine of Wands is that this may take them some time. This may take them years, truth be told, for them to actually change one thing or one big attribute or characteristic about themselves, because again, they're not necessarily advanced like you. So I'm saying all this to say that a lot of the people whom you meet, just, you know, trying to get to know on that romantic interpersonal relationship level, a lot of times those types of people aren't necessarily going to be the most advanced people in the world. And like a lot of times, what you Pisces, from my suggestion, should be looking for is really a Virgo, really, because Virgo and Pisces is really kind of the ultimate partners of each other, truth be told, really, if we're really going to go there. And the reason why is because that Virgo will bring the evolution that you honestly need. Um, because Pisces, y'all are a zodiac sign that ultimately really does want to do better. And see, a lot of the times, Pisces tends to be anti-fragile, where if they put them, if they're in a rough neighborhood, they'll adapt and they'll try to be the roughest person. You understand? Just like if they're in a neighborhood, just like if they're in a surrounding of people that like giving them tenderness and stuff like this and softness, they will try to be very soft too. So like a lot of times, truth be told, what the Pisces needs is a little bit of both. They need to, you know, not be, you know, all over the place and violent, but at the same time, understanding when there's a time and a place for violence. Like if someone breaks into your home or something like that. But that's the same way that you need to be in love, because then you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the thing is that the Wheel of Fortune, this here represents how, you know, this is about how, again, you're so advanced from a lot of the people who you kick it with, who you Pisces hang out with. This is a situation for a lot of you Pisces where, you know, the best thing that you can do for people who are not necessarily evolved is for you to leave them alone, Pisces, because you're going to be stressing yourselves out trying to make hanging out with them and bringing them up evolutionarily to your level or beyond. There's going to be a lot of stress, a lot of headaches, a lot of gray hairs due to stress, due to the fact that you got a lot of people, truth be told, you got a lot of people who are in the middle place where they scatter in the energy and they don't necessarily know what, you know what I'm saying, what they want to do. So even in the context of love, the Wheel of Fortune can represent that middle place if you're not careful, because the Wheel of Fortune can represent, you know what I'm saying, the Wheel of Fortune can represent, you need to define who you are, right? You need to actually bring some form of definition, self-definition to who you are. Because if you don't, you're going to be BSing and scattering the energy, not being able to figure out who you really want to be, when ultimately it's up to you. So a lot of times you Pisces may also find people who don't necessarily know who they want to be / who they are. So you Pisces need to learn that since this is the case, again, that's just another reason why you need to leave them alone. And you Pisces also too need to watch out for falling into the middle place too, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune can represent the middle place where you BSing and scattering the energy by not really making a decision of who you are and who you want to be and what you want to define you. You understand what I'm saying? To try to define the undefinable, which is you, because that's what Pisces on one level represents. Pisces represents the unknown and the undefinable, right, in its essence. But the Six of Wands now, the Six of Wands, okay, just making sure. Sorry about that. This is new, so I'm trying this out. But the Six of Wands represents this being a situation for you where the Six of Wands means for you right now, you need to honestly be in a situation where you leave all those types of people alone who don't know who they are. And the only types of people who you should be kicking it with are yourself, your family, your friend, your real close friends that you know that you can trust. And at the same time, through a process of elimination, the people whom you're meeting on that level to people who are worthy of your time, people who are saying something worthy, right? Doing something worthy, right? Actually practicing what they preach. And then the Hermit is that, you know, a lot of people going to try to, the people whom you try to date, a lot of people going to try to, the fake ones, they're going to try to make it seem like a lot of you Pisces are by yourselves and you're lonely and that y'all need to lighten up due to the fact that a lot of y'all need to understand that, you know, that's why it is that a lot of y'all are by yourselves and all this other type of stuff. Listen, but they don't understand that Pisces is a zodiac sign that first and foremost functions best cold, because a fish is a cold-blooded animal. That's why it has eggs, right? Like a reptile, right? Right? A reptile lays eggs. So also too, Pisces is a dark zodiac sign, right? It's a dark zodiac sign. So Pisces being a dark zodiac sign, it functions best when it's cold-blooded. Love, it has love, but it still has that maintenance of, still has that maintenance of cold-bloodedness to it. Otherwise, a lot of times, Pisces, y'all end up getting taken advantage of. So that's just a little hint for y'all, so y'all can protect yourselves. Now let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So you have the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, and then you have the Two of Wands. Good. So the Page of Pentacles is that when you make a decision as to who you want to be, and these people make a decision, right, as to who they are, then y'all will get yourselves in a relationship. Right now, a lot of people don't know who they want to be, Pisces. So this is a situation for a lot of y'all where some of y'all may know who y'all are and what y'all want to define you, right? Or bring some form of definition to it. But in actuality, you're seeing a lot of people who not necessarily ready for that. And then the Sun and the Two of Wands represents this being a situation for you where the sun just means and you're okay with it, right? You are in full effect with it and you're good with that. And like a lot of people are going to be, I'm not just let you know, a lot more people are going to be attracted to you in the future, Pisces, Because the more you have an idea of who you are, and you have an idea of what you're capable of, and the more you do that, the more you embrace that, right? The real you is the more that people are going to gravitate to you. Trust me. I'm saying, trust me. That's all it is, and I'm going to say it now. Let's clarify the Hermit. You know, so to clarify the Hermit, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, and last but not least, we have the Seven of Wands. So again, the Eight of Pentacles is that this is this person trying to make it seem, these people are going to try to make it seem as if, some of them are going to try to make it seem as if they're trying to help you, Pisces, trying to help you open up, trying to help you, Pisces, lighten up. But again, y'all are the Magician. A lot of them don't necessarily understand that. Again, Pisces is a zodiac sign that best functions coldly, meaning that it's not to say that you can't do what you want to do. It's not to say that you can't do what you love. But what it means is that there always has to be that level of detachment there. Trust me, I know. Okay. All right. I know from personal experience on 3 different fronts. I know. Okay. And then you have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands represents otherwise if you get too warm, right? Because remember, a cold is a excuse me, a fish is a cold-blooded animal. So if you get too warm and you start giving a lot of these fake individuals a lot of love, what happens? You usually end up getting hurt. So the best thing for you, Pisces, to learn to start doing is developing that level of aspect of you that can detach and not hold on to anything too tightly. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Peace.